Due to the accumulation of misfortunes and sudden difficulties, Iran will face famine, and by the death of the influential people of Iran, public poverty, confusion, national misery, along with suppressing people's rights violations of the tormenting English government, oppressions of the tormenting English government, and finally, on top of all these tragic events, is the mortifying event of the noble city Najaf and bombarding Imam Ali's holy shrine, peace be unto him. The sacrifice and martyrdom of His Holiness, Mr. Said Ali, and other misfortunes. If we say we are impaired, you should know that we've expressed our numbness in a different way. We believe that the greatest vestige, this nation, this ancient New Year, that's been confirmed by the holy religion, will always be kept safe. Because this particular vestige is representative of the greatness and honor of Iranians. And it shows the dignity of our past. With sorrow and misfortune, we've been unable to perform.
Hello, Mashti. Is Mr. Mirza in?
Well, what can I say? He's in, but he's in a meeting with the gentleman. I'm sorry, Captain. Mr. Mirza's ordered no one to go into the room.
So you go in then. Tell Mr. Mirza one of his old friends has come a long way to see him.
And in order to renew the slightest sufficiency, we will need to restore our long-lost customs, so the plundering hand will be cut off from our country. The sedition of the internal traitors establishes the deliberation assembly.
And for the Office and Development Affairs, I shall inform you, by the great efforts of Ibrahim Khan Fakhrey, 3 more schools have been built in Kazmashaft and Masule. Dr. Heshmat has brought a lot of equipment to manage the healthcare centre. Equipment such as surgical instruments and medicine for the military hospital of Gorab Zamik, which will all be handed over to Dr. Abul Qasem Khan. The doctor went to Lahijan to establish the 2nd military hospital and to train the young warriors. The thing that's been ruined are the roads. Because of the small budget for building roads, the roads haven't been completed yet. And I am unable to pay for Mr. Sayed Mahmoud. I haven't received any subsidies.
I think he addressed us, but meant him. Very well. Thank God the same amount of subsidy payments that everyone's receiving this year is enough.
Set a fixed budget for the 3 months of this season and give the inventory to Mr. Reza Afshar, the manager of the tax office.
We had savings from a long time ago, which we gave to the supporter of the poor. He went off and gave it all to the Russian Cossacks to pay for their guns and those 2 machine guns.
Mr. Yosef took some of it, of course, to build a wheel for the cannon.
Sir,
What is it, sir?
there's someone outside who wants to see you, Mr. Mirza.
Whoever it is, tell him to wait for half an hour.
It's not my fault, sir. It's Captain Mahmud Khan's fault because he keeps insisting.
Captain? Why did the captain come here?
He's brought one of Mr. Mirza's friends with him. It seems that they've come a long way.
Who is he? What's his name?
His name? I'll go ask him.
The most significant amount that we can get to provide a budget for the province, apart from the subsidies, is to charge a toll for carriages.
That's right.
Our savings, people's financial donations, the market sales aren't always going to last. One of the most important duties of the financial department is to add up the estimated amount that will come from the toll of carriages in Gilan during the year. Did you find out who he is, sir?
His name's Mr. Ehsan Allah Khan.
Oh,
Ehsan Allah Khan.
excuse me.
Hello, Captain.
Hello.
Hey. How are you?
Don't
man?
ask.
You really have turned into someone who lives in the jungle.
I wasn't expecting to see you.
What on earth are you doing here, Mr. Hassan Allah Khan?
It's a long story, Haj Ahmad. It's been 2 years that I've been on the run.
Running from what? Running from who?
How long has it been since you came to the jungle?
I think it's been 2 years now.
2 years now. It's been more than 3 years.
He's had so much fun he's lost track of time.
It was at the time of Vasuk al-Dole. Don't you remember? The truth is, I came to see you because I wanted to escape from Vasuk. I ran away, but instead of ending up in Gilan, I ended up in Kurdistan. I joined the immigrants. At that time, we all had our hopes set on the Western District. When the Russian troops came to Shirin Palace, the Ottoman army created terrible chaos. As they fell back, the temporary cabinet fell. After that, Soliman Mirza got arrested, so everyone was aimless. Sayyid Madaris and some others went to Istanbul. And the head of the province had gone to Russia. I've heard he's working with the Bolsheviks now. The English exiled Soliman Mirza to India. Now everyone's counting on the jungle. Maybe that's why Uncle Korban and I have come here.
Uncle Korban? Uncle Korban, with you.
Oh, everyone goes to places where they belong. He and his gunmen had gone to Kermanshah to join the immigrant forces.
Where is he? Why hasn't he come with you?
He's at the prison at the Commissara Bridge. The guard didn't let his gunmen enter the city.
In order to keep the city safe, anyone who's armed is forbidden to enter the city. I hope he's not offended.
No. Uncle's a man of regulations. He preferred to stay with his men.
How many are they?
75 people.
I'll make arrangements for their stay right now. You go in and I'll be right with you.
Wait a second. Seeing you got me so excited that I was about to forget to give you this very important message. On my way down here, I went to visit Mirza Hussein Khan Kazmai. This is his message. I'm afraid I'm not a bearer of good news.
Captain Mahmud Khan?
Mr. Mirza, Uncle Korban's brought 70 or maybe 80 gunmen with him. I was with them from the Manjil Bridge prison when they got to the bridge. Honestly, at first we all got scared. We thought they were going to attack us.
Did the machine guns get to the bridge or not?
No, sir. We're going to start using them today. Yosef's gone to make the arrangements. He wants to find a suitable and tactical place for them. He's going to put the Yosef cannon into operation himself.
What's this Manjil Bridge prison up to? This bridge has seriously gotten out of control. A few days ago, General Densterville, the commander of all the English forces of the war of the two rivers, had driven onto the bridge with a ford and very easily gone to Anzali. He's gone to Anzali to check out the conditions.
Check out the conditions.
Yes. It's highly likely that the English will attack Caucasia and Bad Kuber one of these days. If they intend to do so, then they'll have to pass over Manjil Bridge. All right, now to Uncle until we see what happens. Let him stay with his gunmen tonight.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow, the Kurdish and the people of the jungle will all obey the same rules.
Very well, sir.
Hello, Mr. Mirza.
Hello. Did you recognize that man?
His name's Hassan Allah Khan.
Hassan Allah Khan Dostar. He's a devotee of the Constitution era, but I don't know where he's been all these years. I don't know what he's been doing. I don't know why he's come to us now. Do you think he knows? Living in the jungle makes you cautious.
I'll investigate and find out what's going on.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
How are you?
God bless you, Captain.
I'm coming from the court. I've been told that 3 or 4 days ago a Ford passed over the bridge. Did you see it?
I did, Captain. It was black, Captain.
You saw it? Why didn't you stop it?
Stop it. Aren't the Russian commanders allowed to go to Anzali just like the ordinary people?
They weren't Russian commanders.
They weren't?
An English commander has gone to Anzali with that car. Pay close attention. The English want to attack Baku. They're checking out the conditions so that they can use this road. Be careful of the people who pass the bridge. That car has to return from this bridge. If they show up again, I don't want them to get away.
Yes, sir.
In Caucasia, the people who are against the socialist revolution are kicking out the Bolsheviks. A friend of mine told me it's so serious that some people have been massacred, and they think they've established a republic.
The Caucasian Independent Republic?
Independent? Well, I don't know about that. This so-called Republican country will eventually ask for the English to make peace. Provided that England intends to invade the Caucasian Wells, they've assigned General d'Enstreville to go to their rescue immediately, with some troops that they have between the two rivers.
They can't cross over the lands of Gilan. According to Treaty Number 9 that was signed between Hajaka and the Russian commander. Just 2 months ago. Only the Russian troops are allowed to cross over the lands of Gilan.
Last week, General d'Enstreville, the commander of the English army between the two rivers, went to visit General Bishrakov.
Who on earth is this General Bishrakov?
He's the commander of the Russian army in Kurdistan. He's the type of officer who'd bombard the Bolsheviks if he could.
All the Russians have finally left. Where on earth has this one come from?
Their forces are still here. It seems that a few of them are staying in Kazvin by making up some pathetic excuse of not having money. General d'Enstreville knows that it's impossible for us to give them permission for the English forces to pass over this bridge. And that's why he's gone to beg Bishrakov, the commander of the Russian army.
As Mirza Khan told me in Kazvin, it's been 15 to 20 days that the English have been providing the Russian army with money and food supply. I've also heard that the English don't have many troops. Some of them are officers, and maybe 70 or 80 of them are colonized soldiers.
So this English general has some plans for us.
Yes, he does.
We have to keep it in mind that the English are gathering gunmen in Kazvin.
The English don't trust local gunmen. I don't think they'd take them to Caucasia with them. They want to keep them in Kazvin in their place.
Mirza Khan's written stopping Bishrakov in Kazvin and delaying his departure has 2 reasons. The first one is because of General d'Enstreville's army, who are coming from Baghdad but haven't reached Kazvin yet. The second one is apparently the general is waiting for a messenger who's coming from Caucasia. Some time ago, an intelligence service went to Caucasia from Anzali to make arrangements for the English army. As long as he doesn't come back from Caucasia, Bishrakov's and d'Enstreville's armies won't leave Kazvin.
Hasn't he written his name?
He has. Captain Noel.
Noel?
Do you know him?
All my friends that were in the south and Kurdistan know him. He's a tall beast who can speak Farsi and Turkish just like his mother tongue and fool you so easily. I'm sure he's gone to Baku to kill someone.
It's an English tradition that when they want to enter a land, they either send in a spy first or a terrorist.
This officer, or whatever he is, will eventually have to get off the boat at the dock in Anzali.
Anzali Harbour Customs, 1917.
Do you need help, sir? Give it to me. Give it to me. I'll bring it for you.
Let go, boy. I don't need a drudge. I'll carry it myself.
I'm not a drudge. I'm a coachman.
Go, go.
Do you want to go to Rasht or Anzali? If you want to go to Rasht, I can take you.
How much do you charge?
15 cents.
Let it go,
Why not?
because your fee's too high. Excuse me.
All right, you can pay 1 taman. Or 7 cents, so at least I can pay for my horse's hay.
I want to go by boat.
You'll get there faster if you go by carriage.
How far is it to Rasht?
It takes 3 hours. I'll try to get you there as fast as possible. I bet it's full of money and jewelry.
Rasht and Anzali are preserved at nights, aren't they?
They're preserved.
Yeah. Isn't coming and going after 8 at night forbidden?
For the people, no, it's not. But for the Russians coming and going, it's forbidden after 8 at night.
You're saying that Nikolai's overambitious people are obeying and taking orders from a bunch of people from the jungle? Is that what you're saying?
Nikolai's time's ending, and his Cossacks don't have any power. They've become a bunch of dead, drunken tramps who trade in guns and bullets for a bottle of liquor, making some Russian states become submissive as a piece of cake for Mirza Koochack Khan. And the English were also defeated by him and ran away from Gilan.
This doctor you're speaking of, Dr. Heshmat, isn't he the one who's built a riverway to water the rice fields of Lahijan?
Yes, that's him. If it weren't for Heshmat River, over 1,000 rice fields would have been damaged.
I've heard there's going to be a famine this year. There's been a drought, and the fields have all dried up, haven't they?
It wasn't a drought. It was lack of water. And there's no famine here. There's famine in Tehran.
They say people are starving to death right in the streets of Tehran.
This is all because the government doesn't care about its people. The people of the jungle have helped them out as much as they could. They sent 200 sacks of rice to Tehran, and they're sending 1,000 tomans every month.
How do you know all this?
It's all written in the jungle newspaper, and I read it.
Are you literate?
Yeah, I am.
I'll be right back. Wait right here.
Okay, I'll wait right here.
I'm terribly sorry, Captain. This mission took a long time. We were becoming pessimistic about your arrival. Pessimistic? You're very well disguised. I don't think even Major Akshot could have easily recognized you.
Listen up.
Listen up.
There's a coachman waiting for me outside. I want you to find out who he is.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir. Captain Noel's here.
But don't worry. No one's seen you coming here. These jungle men aren't that clever yet.
I saw a few of them in Nanzali. It seems that they've taken full control of the government.
Well, it's ridiculous, isn't it? As far as I know, General Danstraville will be coming to negotiate with them as the representative of Colonel Stokes by the end of the week.
Well, everything's ready in Caucasia. The Bolsheviks have been routed. A temporary government's been established, but it needs our help. All we have to do is stop the advancement of the Artmen's armies.
Oh, this oil really smells.
If we don't send forces down to Baku as fast as possible, then the government of Caucasia will fall.
Why shouldn't we?
Because of the Artmen of the jungle. What if they try to stop the troops from entering Baku?
Well, that's why you're here.
I came here to deliver the information you'd asked General Danstraville about Baku.
And I have been instructed to deliver to you your new assignment.
What is it? Where is it?
You'd better wait. Right now, they're waiting impatiently in Kazvin to get this news. They come to the NFL commercial firm in an hour. For now, go to the consulate and get a room for yourself there.
Well, I'd better get a room at a motel. My name's Eminov, and I'm a Turkish businessman. What is this new mission, anyway?
Assassin.
Who? Mirza Koochack Khan?
Uh-huh. And if necessary, for a few other people, too. Mirza Koochack Khan's left the jungle. Is currently living in Rasht. This is the map of his house, his workplace, and the route he takes to the government house every day.
Now that the negotiations in Kazvin have hit a dead end, and because of the very limited authorities that have been given to us, the commanders of both forces, Bishrakov and Danstraville, they've suggested sending a joint board of representatives to Rasht to conduct negotiations with you. This suggestion smells really fishy.
The joint Russian and English forces are getting ready to come here.
Well, they'll be more than welcome. But only to Manjil Bridge.
No matter how small the number of the English troops, they're more experienced in war, and they're well equipped.
Captain Vatrik and Dr. Heshmat are working day and night. Vatrik said that. When the time comes, he can send us 2,000 young and trained warriors to help us.
Commander, I want you to order Ismail to go to Lahijan today, because Dr. Heshmat has to know about these matters as soon as possible.
I think it's best if Ismail stays in Lahijan to help Dr. Heshmat out, so Captain Vatrik can come back to Rasht. We could really use someone like Captain Vatrik in Manjil.
I agree with the transfer of Captain Vatrik, but not as the commander of the armed forces. Captain Mahmud Khan is a well-educated officer. Don't you think having an Iranian as the commander of the armed forces is a much better idea?
Of course. But Captain Mahmud Khan has to pass his exam of efficiency first. We have to see if this Captain Mahmud Khan is capable enough to deal with this Captain Noel Khan or not.
Did you exchange it?
So where's this motel you were talking about? I hope it doesn't have any bed bugs.
He's being watched over ever since he got off the boat in Anzali port. Enayat brought him to Rasht by his carriage. We're 100% positive that he got this map from inside the Royal Bank, because it was the only place he went to. He didn't even have time to check up on the consulate.
Well, now we know that this Major Akshot isn't so free. Maybe he takes care of the Royal Bank business in his free time. Just for fun.
The English are all spies, unless they prove us wrong.
The Royal Bank's the center of all spies, Mirza. If we don't shut this problematic place down, it'll finally cause us some major issues.
We can't shut the bank down. All the merchants and businesses have rushed to doing business with this bank.
You mean we just have to sit here and watch them plotting against us left and right?
No. We have to arrest Major Akshot.
Yes, sir. Right away. I'll bring him to you in an hour. Good afternoon, sir.
This captain of ours knows how to handle the English captains well.
I have some news about Hassan al-Khandusta.
And?
Before coming to Rasht, he was working in Tehran. Apparently, he was a member of the penalty committee. A rumor has spread that Saeed Hassan Nami has assassinated some of Vasuk ad-Dawla's friends and relatives in the name of the penalty committee.
In the name of the penalty committee?
Mm-hmm. The penalty committee has denied this assassin. Anyhow, he's under government surveillance.
The accusations of this government are not at all reliable.
They say he's Baha'i. It seems the penalty committee has declined his membership because of his favoritism toward the Baha'i religious cult.
When I was in Tehran, I heard the same rumors about him.
Rumors?
He denies it. He denies converting to a Baha'i. And the commandment of religion is clear.
He's gone from this way. It's a cliff up there. He's forced to pass by this stream.
If I catch him this time, I'll kill him, man.
Just handcuff him and we'll throw him in the basement so the rascal won't be able to run away this time.
No, I think we should do it the easy way and waste a bullet on him. We'll say he was running away, so we shot him.
There he is, over there.
Don't even think about it. If we kill a prisoner of war for no logical reason, Mirza will have us bombarded.
He wants to cross over the bridge.
Freeze! If you move, I'll shoot you. Stay right there. Freeze! Freeze! If you take another step, I'll shoot you right in the middle of your chest.
Oh, wow. Such great weather. Taking a walk in the jungle today would be so nice.
Capital, didn't I warn you that I'd have to shoot you if you decided to escape again?
Come on, your house has bed bugs. Look, you see what they've done to me. For God's sake, take a look. Why are you hitting me?
Stop it! Why are you hitting
You
him?
wild animal!
Give me that!
You dirty animal!
Give it to me! Have you lost your mind?
You'll pay for this unacceptable behavior. I am an official of the British government. Do you think I'm an animal like you? You fool! I will complain about your behavior to Mirza. In our town, it's customary to cuff a vicious animal's leg. Open this. I'm not an animal. Open it. I'll come with you myself.
This time it's your legs that have been cuffed. Next time you decide to cause trouble, we'll cuff your head to your leg.
Captain, you're trying to make friends with us and be kind to us. But hasn't it occurred to you if you escape, you'll cost us our lives?
It's none of my concern that you've submitted yourself to these wild jungle laws. What kind of laws are these anyway? If I escape, they'll shoot you?
What is that? In the lining of your jacket?
Leave me alone.
Is a paper
What do you
in it?
want it
Let me
for?
see it. Wait a second. Let me see. What is it?
It's scrap paper. Tear them up and throw them away.
Why should I tear them up? I'll give them to the pheasant supporter. I'm sure they're all spying plans.
What are you talking about, boy? Spying plans? They don't make spying plans on papers. The spying plans are all in the heads of the spies. These are all bank bills.
Bank? Bank bills?
Yes, young man. Bank bills. If I were free, I could have withdrawn money from the Royal Bank.
If we take these to the bank, will they give us money?
No, little boy. Unless I sign my name on the bottom of these bank bills and write your names on them. They're no use to you. Well, well. Here comes Hassan Al-Yani. I have to ask him and find out if war prisoners are whipped in your religion or not. If you don't rat us out to that pheasant supporter, then I'll tell Enayat to give you your papers back. I don't need those papers. You can keep them. However, if you don't tell them that I was running away, I won't tell them you whipped me. Okay? Deal.
Oh. Hello, Mashdi.
Hello, Mr. Al-Yani.
Did Ismail go?
Yes, he did. He went yesterday as soon as he got Mirza's message.
Why have you cuffed him? I hope he wasn't planning on escaping again.
For the love of God, Hassan Khan, please don't get me into any trouble. I'm too old to get into trouble for this good-for-nothing. He tries to escape every chance he gets.
Good job, Mr. Mashdi. You're a clever man for not taking responsibility for me. I'll escape again, whether it's tonight or tomorrow.
You know what? We have to change where we keep him.
Take him to Somesara tomorrow night and hand him over to Nemat Allah Khan.
Very well, very well.
Nemat Allah Khan is not the kind of person you can mess with. If you even talk about escaping, you'll be playing with your own life. He thinks we're kidding. Keep an eye on him. Come on, guys, come on. Hey!
This Ismail guy Alyani was talking about. He's your relative, right, Mashti?
He's my oldest son, the one I told you about. Didn't I tell you he's recently become the commander of the army?
None of this is any of your business.
What is it? Are you jealous of him? Your brother's become the commander of the army, Mr. Beginner Shooter.
The commander of the army is only one person, and that is Uncle Mirza.
So what about the army of Lahijan? Doesn't it have a commander?
The commander down there is Dr. Hesmat.
No, he isn't. From today on, Ismail is the commander of Lahijan. Didn't you hear Hassan Khan asking about him? I sent him off just yesterday.
Instead of being jealous of him, you have to be proud of him. Do you even know how many troops your brother's commanding?
2,000 troops. If a war starts as soon as Mirza gives the signal, Ismail's army will run to the front line like the great king's army and crush the English rascals in the battlefield.
Interesting. Whoever thought that one day a barefooted village boy would be the commander of an army?
Be careful, father.
Hello, Mr. Mashti.
Hello, Captain. Here you are. This is your dinner.
Thank you very much. I can't eat. I'm not hungry.
Eat it, dear. You're our guest just for tonight. Do you want to put your head on your pillow with an empty stomach?
You're a good man, Mr. Mashti. Eniat's a good boy, too. I don't want to go to another place.
It's your own fault. You've escaped so many times. You forced us to rat you out to the pheasant supporter.
Anyways, a prison is a prison. Mr. Mashti, do you know what a foreigner like me who wants to be free and go back to his homeland is lacking?
What's he lacking?
A gun.
A gun. I don't want to put you guys in trouble by escaping. We're friends now. Listen, Mr. Mashti. If I had money, I could have paid money and set myself free.
Well, yeah, if you did have money, it would have been better than running away. But it's not doable.
Why isn't it? Didn't you say it yourself? Who was that landowner in Lasht Neshar?
Who? Amin al-Dole.
Ah, didn't you say he paid 70,000 tumans so you let him go, and you bought guns with his money?
Yes, I did.
We shot bullets in the jungle for 2 days and 2 nights.
He was rich. He was a landowner in Lasht Neshar. How's that related to you? You don't have money.
How do you know I don't? Eniat, you do remember the pounds and 10 rubles I had in my suitcase? The very same suitcase you took to Rasht. I deposited it in the Royal Bank.
It's useless. Mirza won't allow us to do such a thing.
He will, especially now that you're low on your budget. It all depends on the amount of money.
All right, well, how much money do you have in the bank?
There's £500,000 and jewelry in that suitcase.
£500,000?
If you know someone who's trustworthy and smart, I can sign those bank bills. He'll take them to Rasht to the Royal Bank, and the bank manager will send the money. If you go yourself, you'll have my permission to take your compensation.
How much are we talking about?
500.
500?
All right. 1,000 tomans.
1,000 tomans?
General Denstrable, who intended to do his best to compromise with the arts men of the jungle to cross over the lands of Gilan without any military dispute or war. He established a connection with the movement through the representatives of the arts men of the jungle in Kazvin. Therefore, he sent Colonel Stocks, accompanied by a Russian ranking officer named Nikitin, to Rasht for a face-to-face negotiation. The representatives of Denstavi and the representatives of the arts men of the jungle met at a place called Fire Temple, which was 5 kilometers from Rasht.
Why are you so late?
Has the meeting started?
No, everyone's waiting for you.
How long?
A quarter. Come here and let's take a photo together.
Well, where is he?
Over there.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
You finally made it.
Hello?
This is General Stocks.
Hello.
چقدر جنگل خوسی ملت وسیع خسته نبوسی می جان جانانا ترگم میرزا کوچک خانا خدا دانه که من نتانم خفتن از ترس دشمن می دیلا بیزدانم چرا زودتر نایی تندر نایی تنها بنایی گیلان ویرانم ترگم میرزا کوچک خانم چقدر جنگل خوسی ملت وسیع خسته نبوسی